Hi, my name is Liz Chavez. So today I'm going to be reading from another chapter called, the book is called Unwind. And the plot of the story, where I'm at, it's about the Second Civil War, which was fought over reproductive rights. So the chilling resolutions, life is inviolable for the moment of conception until the age of 13. It's just in another reality, there was a civil war, and they were fought over what age people can produce children, and the age was 13. So in this book, I'm on part 2, which is called Storked. And just to tell you a little bit about it, the first chapter, which is 9, starts off with Mother. It's entitled Mother, and it reads, "The mother is 19, but she doesn't feel that old. She feels no wiser, no more capable of dealing with the situation than a little girl. When she wonders, did she stop being a child? The law says it was when she turned 18, but the law doesn't know her. Still aching from the trauma of delivery, she holds her newborn close. It's just after dawn on a chilly morning. She moves now through back alleys, not a soul around. Dumpsters cast angular black shadows, broken bottles everywhere. This, she knows, is the perfect time of day to do this. There's less of a chance that coyotes and other scavengers would be out. She couldn't bear the thought of the baby suffering needlessly. A large green dumpster looms before her, listing crookedly on the uneven pavement of the alley, and she holds the baby tight as if the dumpster might grow hands and pull the baby into the filthy depths. Maneuvering around it, she continues down the alley. So this little girl, she has, to give you like a visual image of what I see, she has a baby, she just had a baby in her arms, and the world is telling her that she is a grown woman and she can take care of a baby, but she doesn't feel it. She doesn't feel no wiser, no more capable of dealing with the situation than a little girl. And then she claims the law doesn't know her, so on and so forth. So she's walking down this alleyway holding her baby, and she's staring at these dumpsters, and it's making her cling to her baby even more. So my interpretation of this is going to be when she decides she gets to where she's getting, and she decides that, either she's going to keep the baby or not keep the baby. She just had a moment, blaming the world, blaming the government for her misconception, and now she's dealing with it. So let me see here. So what she's going to do is she's going to go knock on the door where she's going to leave her baby, and they call it storking. So this is my interpretation. Hi, my name is Kelly. I was just walking down the alleyway carrying the baby. They had told me to come see you. You guys are going to be the foster parents. Can I come in? Thank you. So they had told me that you guys took the initiative to fill out the forms and become storked parents. I'm so happy to meet you. I feel as if this is going to relieve tension off me. I know I must look like a little girl, but I'm not a little girl. I'm 18 years old, so I made this decision willingly. I hope that you guys filled out the right papers correctly. I would love to see my child go to a home. Just a home. Scene. So that was kind of like my interpretation of what she could be possibly going through when she's talking to these people who obviously are, 10 times better than her. I mean, she's 18 years old. She considers herself a woman, but, she has that understanding, but she also looks at them like if they were, bringing the hell of judgment on her, and, she has every insecurity in the world going on. But she introduces them to her child, she brings them to the door, things like that. So, where I'm going to leave is when she gets to the house. So here it goes. She carefully approaches the front door. No lights are on in the home yet, and that's good. There's a car in the driveway. Hopefully that means they're home. She gingerly climbs the porch steps, carefully not to make a sound, then kneels down, placing the sleeping baby on the welcome mat. There are 2 blankets wrapped around the baby, and a wool cap covers its head. She makes the blankets nice and tight, and it's the only thing she learned to do as a mother. She considers ringing the bell and running, but she realizes that would not be a good idea. If they catch her, she's obliged to keep the baby. It's part of the Storking initiative. It's finders keepers in the eyes of the law. Whether they want it or not, the baby is legally theirs. From the time she learned she was pregnant, she knew she would end up storking the baby. She had hoped that when she finally saw it looking up at her so helplessly, she might change her mind. But who was she kidding? With neither the skill nor the desire to be a mother at this point in her life, storking had always been her best option. And she realized she lingered longer than is wise. There's an upstairs light on, and she forces herself to look away from sleeping newborns and leaves. With the burden now lifted from her, she has sudden strength, and she now has a second chance in life, and this time she'll be smarter. She's sure of it. So, again, the book is called Unwind. It's written by Neal Shusterman. Neal Shusterman. It's a really wonderful book. I'm actually reading it. And then there's a lot of other Neal Shusterman books that he has. But I definitely like it, and I think it's a really good story. It's coming along. So again, my name is Liz Chavez, and this will be more time for me to kind of get my reading out, my book list, things like that, things that I do, my interpretations, my short little screenplays and monologues. So very exciting. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reading by the fire.